Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Camila Rose, and happy new moon in Capricorn. That is the reading we're going to be doing today. These are how I'm going to be doing. Well, I might change it up. I'm trying this out. We'll see what style I like to do. So we'll try out some different ones throughout the year depending on how I feel about it. But we're going to be trying out a new one for our full moon or full and new moon readings. So all of the signs will be covered in one video. We're going to keep them kind of short. I'm going to try to do 10 minutes each. And we're going to follow our usual pattern. So we're going to start with Leos. And then we'll do Cancers. And then we'll do, on down through the week, okay? So, Leos, hello. Let's get into your new moon in Capricorn. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see all of your videos. They come out every Sunday. And let's get your general card for the new moon in Capricorn for the sign of Leo. What's Leo's vibe? Ooh, you got two actually. The Lovers in reverse and the Four of Wands. Okay, for me, seeing Lovers in reverse and then Four of Wands as as your theme is really saying that right now you may be focusing on maintaining community and maintaining kind of your sense of happiness and joy through your family. So you may not be putting your needs first right now. You may really just be focused on kind of like, what do my family needs? What does my community need? What do my friends need? Like, you're very much so not focused on like doing your own thing. You're really in a space where you'll be looking at like the greater need, the greater vision of what's going on in your life and how to make that really stable and secure. Get some clarifiers. What's going on behind that? Knight of Wands. There may be a move. I feel like this is like moving energy. This is definitely creative energy. It's very fiery energy. There may have been a new child, or you may have a child that you're raising. And so that child may be taking up a lot of energy, and it would also really push you to be very focused more on family and group than all of yourself. The Hierophant is teacher energy. It is kind of middleman energy. It is Taurus energy. So it's very, again, focused on the home, focused on support. And then a Seven of Pentacles is just saying that, like, okay, you planted these seeds and now you're watching them grow. This is very much saying that, like, it is either a creative project or perhaps a new relationship or a very an interaction between you and others where, like, you're very excited, you're very enthralled by this. Like, it's taking all your time and your energy because you like it so much. You're so interested in it that you're putting all your time and effort and energy into that. You may be stepping into a role as a guide, as a teacher, as someone who's a spiritual leader. Like, you're teaching, you're leading. You may have took in family members this year. You may be, like I said, it's really giving me child energy here. Like, you might be raising a child. This may also be, though, like work. This may be like a new project you've started with that Seven of Pentacles, or it might be that you've started a new business, and that could be like the child that's growing. Let's do some clarifiers. So let's do Knight of Wands. Ooh, Knight of Wands got Seven of Swords. Okay, so that could be saying that because there's some untruths that were going on, a new cycle had to start, and ooh, the World in reverse. Yeah, a new cycle had to start. I think you were feeling a little trapped in your circumstances, and you had to get out of that. Let's see if we get a clarifier for the Hierophant. Eight of Pentacles. So this is really focusing on work, really focusing on like becoming an expert, really focusing on not getting caught up in a lot of drama. Yeah, see, the Three of Cups is the same three individuals who are dancing there. So this is really suggesting that a large part of this is because there may have been some issues with individuals before, especially folks maybe not being honest with you, folks who were maybe being a little deceitful, you maybe not showing up in your best self. With the Lovers in reverse, you might have not been showing up as your best self, and so not being truthful, not fully like expressing your thoughts and your opinions on things, maybe trying to go with the flow more. It's like you had to change that around pretty quickly because you were feeling trapped in order to get out of this space that you didn't want to be in, this unhealthy situation, falling away from like where you really want to go, which is towards happiness and joy and family. So you had to switch things up. So this could be your Knight of Wands could be your New Year's resolutions, or your New Year's intentions, and you being very committed to those in order to change these circumstances. Again, we're still seeing that though, like becoming an expert. So you could be moving into a leadership role, really being like management, upper level, moving into being a teacher, starting a new business, things like that, and how this hard work and this dedication to your craft is leading towards a lot of joy and happiness, which is feeding into that stability. And then let's get clarified for the Seven of Pentacles. Empress, wonderful. Yes. Still giving, like, this could be family related. This could be obviously before Wands, family related. This could be kids. You could be pregnant. So that's gestation. That's the Empress. But it also could just be that, like, finally, literally the sun. Yeah, you could literally be pregnant. But it also could just be that, like, you finally have planted the seeds to feel fulfilled, to live the life that you're wanting, to really like fix this energy that was going on with the deception happening, so that you could be in a much better space where you could get recognition for your hard work, where you could be truly seen for who you are, where you could get back into that childlike joy and energy of just like feeling good about yourself and what it is that you're doing, you know, and feel very fruitful and prosperous. So there's two kind of real stories I see here, like family in a family way, children, things like that, but also just like a very strong path, a very strong narrative around you being able to feel fulfilled in your life as far as what your career is or what your purpose is. It may not be how you make money, but you put a lot of time and effort into it and finding that fulfillment out of that. Let's get your outcome. So buckle down. That's definitely Capricorn energy, is buckling down. It is focusing on, I love this. Okay. It's focusing on kind of what's going on. It's making sure that like you're stable and secure. It is all of that. It's not like prioritizing others over yourself right now, but it is saying that like what you're doing is not just for you. It's for a larger purpose. It's for a larger like point. And so your outcome is the Two of Cups. So if there was maybe like some contention going on in your family, in your romantic relationships, in your partnership, like we're seeing that kind of fix itself. I think as you maybe, I love you Leos, but maybe as you decenter yourself just a little bit and get more into this like partnership space, community-based space, thinking about others, not fully just putting yourself to the side, but really thinking like, how am I contributing to the family, to this unit? It helps you fix some of those issues, especially if like there were some problems. The Chariot, again, like I said, it's giving move energy. So if there is a move that you like or like you anticipate moving, like it's very much so giving move energy. And okay, yeah, Knight of Cups. Maybe moving for a relationship, moving for what it is that you care about. Like if you found this new passion, if you planted these seeds, you're seeing it be really fruitful and prosperous. You may be traveling or you may be moving. You'll be moving towards this like very, very quickly. So if you're a single Leo, you may find that if you focus on kind of your larger commitment to helping others and to community, that this brings you to partnership and you may be able to move towards that, or you just find like really truly what you're passionate about and you invest in that and you travel or like quickly just like commit to that. So that's going to be it for my Leos. I hope you have a wonderful new moon in Capricorn. This is time to buckle down. So hopefully you decided what it is that you were interested in. You decided kind of like what you're focusing on for at least the month of January, because during this Capricorn new moon, it's saying that if you commit to it, then it will work out really well for you, and you will get a lot of wonderful outcomes from it and a lot of quick movement. And I think you're very interested in that right now. All right, so Cancers, your turn, Cancers. Let's see what's coming up for our Cancers. What have the Cancers in store for them for the new moon in Capricorn? New moon in Capricorn for our Cancers. Ooh, what do y'all have going on? What's coming up for you? Let's get into it. If we're going to get into it, let's get into it. Okay. There we go. New moon in Capricorn. Oh, Cancer, yours came out fast. Let's get a clarifier for it. Okay, here's a clarifier. So, Knight of Wands. Okay, so you're kind of in a little bit of a similar flow as the Leos, only like, oh yeah, you're moving and shaking. You are excited. This new moon is giving you the energy that you need to chase after those things, to make those changes. You are setting up really great boundaries, probably around the fact that you need to rest a little bit. You need to relax a little bit. You may have been going a little too hard last year. What else do we get? Ooh, lots of swords. Everything is swords. Okay, Cancers. All right. I see you. That's fine. All right, Cancers. So initial information that we're getting from this is that you're needing to set up a lot of really good boundaries, or you may have a Queen of Swords in your life, so this is a little harsh, but they are very straightforward. They're very smart, and they may be pushing you. They may be pushing you to be like, hey, show up, and you're like, yo, I'm tired though. I'm very tired. I may have taken on more than what I can handle. I really need to sit down and think things through, because I'm stressed. Stress. I think because you're going so hard towards this this fire energy, this Knight of Wands is chasing so hard after what it is you're focused on. It's really pulling you into this space where it's like you're stressed about it. Queen of Swords, King of Cups. This is you, probably King of Cups and Page of Cups. Oh my goodness, you may be both. You might be showing up as the king. You might be showing up as the page. I would definitely say now that you either need to set up good boundaries, or you're dealing with a Queen of Swords. Air sign energy might be very active with this. This might be a supervisor, someone who's just pretty much you need to follow the rules, and you need to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. You need to be showing up, and you're like, great, I got this. Let me come in strong. Or you're like, this is very new and I'm very excited, but I don't know if I can really keep up with this Queen of Swords energy. And it's definitely feeling like I don't want to say you can't keep up with it, but I'm just saying that I think it's a little intense for you, especially for where you are right now, whether you are the King of Cups or whether you are the Page of Cups. It's a little much, especially with oh my goodness. Yeah, you're needing to rest because something did not work out. Something that you were really cared about, did not work out. So maybe you are making an offer to a Queen of Swords. Maybe that's why this is a Knight of Wands. Maybe you found someone you were interested in. You started talking to somebody new. They're Queen of Swords. You made an offer to them and they were like, no, thank you. You may have started a new project, and maybe that new project hasn't come through in the way that you thought it would. But either way, you attempt to show up, Queen of Swords, to this Queen of Swords, and something doesn't work out, whatever it is in this offer, whatever these cups are you're trying to bring to this Queen of Swords, it doesn't work out. your feelings get hurt. You feel a bit sad. You need to be mourning what didn't work out, and resting. And the way to do this is you need to rest. You need to take some time to yourself and rest, especially with the Two of Cups, which also could indicate that like there's a breakup or a separation that's happening. So it could be a rejection of the offer that's put out there. It's leading you to feel stressed out about like your legacy, about long term. So if this is a relationship, you could be thinking like, when am I going to be able to make this investment? When am I going to find my partner? If it's money wise, it's like, okay, but I really need to be moving towards a new beginning. I really need to I think you're trying to stress about these 2 cups that are left, which is interesting, right? So like we have 2 cups here. We have 2 cups, so 1 cup held by the King of Cups, 1 cup held by the Page of Cups. Then we have a disappointment and needing to mourn what didn't work out. So we have 2 cups standing behind you, hey, there's still 2 cups here, which is making me wonder, are these 2 cups? Are you, let me revise this narrative. Because perhaps you are being called to be in a position of power, to be in a position where you speak up and where you really don't lean on your emotions so much and your caring ability, but you tie that with your intellect and your capacity to communicate, and stepping into that leadership role in that sense. And it's okay, let me go do this. But because you're distracted from, perhaps you've tried this before, or you've been put into this position before, you're distracted and you're kind of pulling back a bit and leaning into this resting because you're thinking about when it didn't work out. But it's hey, no, come on, here are these 2 cups. And it's yeah, but these 2 cups didn't work last time. I don't know about this. And I'm feeling I'm being I'm going to end up in the same situation again. So I'm just going to pull back instead of pushing forward. And it's stressing you out because you know that this is long term. This is what will lead you towards this long term fulfillment. This is what will lead you toward this new beginning. Let's get your outcome. Also, if I was going to say, if this is a thing about your mom, if this is a mom related thing where it's maybe you've had some, maybe there are some things that you're passionate about that maybe your mom wasn't super supportive of. And it's stressing you out because you're thinking about how are you supposed to show up as a part of your legacy. There's some healing that needs to happen. You're going to need to do some shadow work and you're going to need to heal. Look at that. Your full outcome is nothing but major arcana. You're going to need to do some healing about that so that you don't get caught in the past. So you don't get caught in the past. So if all of this is, and maybe your mom's the Queen of Swords, maybe your mom was the Queen of Swords and it's inching up as you move into this new space, this new passion project, this new lease on life, and there's this past disappointment that's kind of in the background underlying all of this. Capricorn energy is the Devil card. It is saying hey, we got to look at those attachments. We got to look at kind of where we may be selling ourselves short because we're unable to move on and to let go and to heal and move to the next card, which is 15, 16. 16 is the Tower? Is 16 the Tower? I think it is. Where you break down these things so that you can break out of that prison, of those chains. So yeah, if there's a thing going on with your mom from the past, about expectations and you kind of maybe needing support from your father, maybe you needing to step into some of these roles, and when you get triggered around that, you retreat. And you can think about how it didn't work out and think about how it didn't work out and get really stressed in your head. Healing. The Moon card. This is you. This is you. This is your card, Cancer. You need to fully show up as who you are. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to be a Queen of Swords. You can learn lessons from the Queen of Swords, but you don't have to be the Queen of Swords. You don't have to be what the Queen of Swords wants you to be. You don't have to be what any of these cards want you to be. You can be yourself fully. Dive in deep, go within, tap into the subconscious, tap into the unconscious, tap into your innate abilities to connect and be present in that way. Because when you do this, when you show up fully as yourself, when you do this deep work of shadow work, when you do this deep, like, understanding emotionally and psychologically of yourself and others, it is what's going to bring you to the success that you're looking for. It is the hope for a new day. It is the make a wish upon a star. It's literally 17, 18. Like, it's you moving forward, and the way for you to move forward is to keep hope alive that you, as the lover, can move away from the expectations from your family, move away from the expectations of previous lovers, of your father, of your mother, of anybody around you, and do what it is that you need to be doing to be successful, so that way, like, you can get out of the past and you can be in this space in the future where, like, you're excited about these connections that are coming in, excited about this work that you're doing. You deserve that, Cancer. So your work for this new moon in Capricorn, which is in your opposing sign, so it's going to be pushing you to do this deep work and look at these attachments. We got the Lovers card here. The Devil card is the Capricorn sign. You showed up right there. You need this new beginning. Your work is to lean so deeply into who you truly are. There's a reason why Capricorns and Cancers often partner up together, and it's because they have that oppositional energy. They have that, like, Capricorns are folks who like to be out there climbing the mountains, scaling the heights, going into new depths. They like to be exploring the unknown, and it's a very active energy for an earth sign. And then you have these really wonderful Cancers, who show up and are just like, okay, yeah, you may be able to be in both worlds of earth and sea as the sea goat, but, like, I'm in the depths of the ocean. I'm the mother, I'm the birther. Like, so you can be out there all you want, you're never going to be able to do what I can do, because you got to be out there. You got to have access to air. I can breathe underwater. I don't need it. So, like, there's a depth to who you are that will always be something that is unique to you. Tap into that uniqueness. That is what you're being asked for. Oh, and to let go of these attachments. This attachment to the past, any issues you may have with the mother and the father. Capricorn is also father energy. So, like, also, like, if you are pushed often into being a mother, into mothering, caring for other people, doing all this other stuff, and you can't go after your own passions because you're having to, like, take care of the legacy, take care of everybody else, lean into this, like, mother yourself, and then say, like, am I taken care of? Do I have everything I need? Am I resting enough? Or am I all stressed out and stuff? And if it's the case that, like, it's out of balance, out of whack, then you have to bring that into the case. Like, if you were your own child, what would you as a mother be doing to protect your child? What would you be doing to protect yourself? Do those things. Okay, so that's it for my Cancers. I will stop lecturing you now. So, happy new moon in Capricorn, Cancers. We're going to move on to Scorpios. Let's see what our Scorpions have going on for this new moon in Capricorn. I went a little over with Cancer, so I'll make sure I give Capricorns your full amount of time. So let's see what's going on. Or Capricorns. Scorpios. I'll make sure I give Scorpios full amount of time. What is going on with Scorpios? Scorpios. Let's see what's happening for our Scorpios during the new moon in Capricorn. All right, let's get the main card for Scorpio. Main card for the new moon in Capricorn. What's your topic? Ooh, 8 of Swords. Okay, so you're stuck a little bit in your head, overthinking. This may be leaning into that perfectionist energy that can sometimes happen with Capricorn. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that was fast. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. I think you're feeling a little out of your element. Which, like, if you're in your head and not in your heart, then that would definitely be out of your element. Okay, Emperor, Aries energy. You're needing to maybe be a little bit more strict. We'll put clarifiers and we'll see what it has to say. Maybe needing to really get on having a system. Ooh, and a Tower card. Okay, yeah, there's just big changes going on. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Let's see what's happening with my Scorpios. You've been having, like, a wild time of things. Okay. Clarifier for the King of Cups. All right, so you're in this space where you have gotten victory, perhaps over the people who may not have been wishing you well, people who may have been poking at you and prodding at you and annoying you. And you've started a new, you need to take a leap of faith. You need to start a new, interesting. Okay. So you're jumping into something else and you feel, you may feel out of your element trying this new thing, going into this new space. So you may have become the emperor. We're going to see. Because that could definitely feel like strange energy. What's energy for the emperor? Why do we get the emperor? Justice. Oh, okay. There needed to be some balance. The emperor needed to come in and create some balance, create some justice. Yeah, probably especially if you have people who were coming after you or in your way. Not, justice. Oh, yeah. You have some raggedy people around. Some raggedy people. So you're either needing to be the emperor or an emperor has shown up and is like cracking down on this. They are saying, nope, this is not fair. The way that people are being treated is not fair. The way you've been being treated is not fair. People have not been telling the truth. They have not been showing up how they should be. And it's brought on a tower moment. Okay, this tower moment is the lover and the seven of, the 8. Sorry. There's a reason why I couldn't say that, because it's the 8. It's the 8 of Pentacles. So this tower moment has broken you out of this unhealthy space, this unhealthy connection. It is said that, like, okay, if you're recognizing that this is not where you need to be somewhere else. There needs to be balance here. These people who are lying, cheating, stealing, justice has to come to light. And you need to break out of this unhealthy connection, this unhealthy situation, so that you can go and focus on your own path, focus on your own skills, focus on your own, what you're building for yourself, your health, your wealth, like all of those things, your craft. You need to, the tower moment is happening here because it's time for you to break away from this. And I know you're in your head. It seems like you're overthinking or you're feeling maybe a little trapped. You may get some relief from that. And the recommendation as it's showing up here would be to be the emperor, to show up and just be very matter of fact, to be very straightforward, to say that these are the qualifications, the recommendations, this is what we need to be doing. I understand that this has not been fair. You gotta let go of the blind. It's interesting because justice sometimes has a blindfold on when we think of justice and think justice is blind, and so this individual is wrapped up in these swords and they are blindfolded and tied up, and now it's okay. But as we all know, the chains, the ropes aren't tied very tightly. Go ahead and get out of that, take the blindfold off, pick up this sword, and go sit on this throne and go be the justice. Notice that the justice and the emperor are very similar. The emperor has his, I don't know what that is, a staff or something like that. It looks a little bit like the Ankh. The justice has a sword and then the scales. These people who have put you in this place where you feel confused, you feel you're unsure, you're in this space where you were having to defend yourself and this route and doing what you need to be doing for yourself. Just lay the boundaries and tell them that it's unacceptable, and I guess rock their world, rock your world, rock their world, and say, I'm doing me. I'm focusing on building my own thing. And you're not going to stop me. I've already been successful. Maybe you got the funding you needed. Maybe you got the go-ahead. Maybe you got the job offer. I think it's supposed to be this way. Your outcome is very much so you're worried about your financial security or your overall material security. I think you're going to be much happier with this change. So yeah, if it is a job thing, you're going to be much happier with this change, and it may be something that you've always wanted to do ever since you were young. You may be feeling like you're being a little naive in how you're approaching this. I'm going to pull one more. But, go with it. just don't hold on. You know, we always say don't hold on. You worked really hard to get here, so you deserve this. You deserve to have, I guess, this moment of kind of stabilizing, and not having to worry about like your financial status, not having to worry about your health, not having to worry about like housing and things like that. You just like deserve this moment to be happy, especially with this foolishness that was going on with people. Like that is a wild thing to me to be showing up for you, and like that definitely had to come to a close and had to come to an end. So yeah, be the emperor. I know it's counterintuitive, but you're already feeling out of your element anyway, so be the emperor for a little bit. Tap into that Aries energy. North Node is in Aries. It's pushing us to focus on our own desires, to focus on where we would like to really see ourselves, to not compromise the lover energy, to not compromise our needs, our desires for expectations of others. Like really tap into that and know that that's like the path forward to bring you this financial stability and happiness that you're looking for, because you have worked really hard and you deserve to not be in this space where like you're just so like stressed out and caught up in your mind. Okay. All right, Scorpios, that's it for you. Let's move on to Virgos. And let's see what's going on for Virgos. I'm gonna go cleanse the cards. I'll be right back. Alrighty, Virgos, we are ready. Happy new moon in Capricorn. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. And let's see what's in your energy for the Virgos for new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn for Virgos. Ooh, Knight of Swords, and that came out like a Knight of Swords. Alright, you are moving and shaking, and you are communicating. So you may be sending emails, you may be pitching projects, you may be working on contracts, you may be setting up meetings. Like you are reaching out and you are connecting with folks. Let's see what's going on with that. Ooh. Okay, you're working on making your dreams come true. You've had a lot of options open up to you about things you really care about, and you're trying to pick which one you want to go with. So maybe you're talking to folks about what that looks like or what you should choose. You've been working really hard. You've been successful, but it's taken a toll on you. It's had an impact on you. This working hard, this putting in the hours. And I think you're no longer, this is interesting. It seems like in the beginning, it's like, all right, I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I need to figure out which one of these cups I'm going to pick. My fantasies are broad. There's so much that I can see coming forth in my life. But I need to pick one. And I'm tired. I'm a little worn out because I've achieved so many things. And now it's time for me to move on to another one. And it seems like you're not really trying to like hear from other folks. Let's see what we get. Page of Swords. All right, so there may be a new idea that you're working on, or new classes that you're taking, and it may be something that's going to put you towards Queen of Swords. Yeah, for sure. All right, so you're either you may be moving into something that has to do with law or with teaching, anything that has to do with communications, but also maybe something where like you help with technology and setting up boundaries. What is that called? Something security? Something security? I don't know. In the tech world, folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. You may be doing something related to that, like helping people, like make sure their websites are secure, make sure that like their information will be stolen, something of that nature. You may be doing something like that. But either way, or you may just be moving into the tech world and like communicating in that fashion. But it's giving much more, I mean, with all these cups and everything, I always think a little bit more creative. But like coding is creative, so I can't really say that. But anyways, that's what came to mind. But you may be moving into like teacher, leadership, like really guidance, protection, legal, anything related to that. And you may be taking classes on it. You may be getting certifications in it, and it's something that's going to put you towards one of your dreams. You may have already done this too. And so now you may be like, all right, now that I've done the certifications, I've done the classes, it's time for me to like put in the job applications. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. One of the reasons you're feeling so worn down is because, there was either a breakup or maybe there was job loss, but something didn't work out. There was a something didn't work out around something you really cared about. Like you were really here for this. You were really like, some of these other dreams, you were really putting in a lot of effort and energy. Well, that didn't work out. One of your other options did. One of your other passion projects did. And so it was like, oh, I think you're just really worn down. Like you're just learning your lesson from the sorrows you've experienced. Very Three of Swords. It's like, dang, okay, like I really put in a lot of effort and energy into this. I'm really stepping into this leadership role. And like, wow, it really took quite a bit out of me. Like it's a lot of swords energy, a lot of like in your mind energy, thought related, air related energy. And here it's like you're just thinking about like maybe the parts that didn't work out, but the ones that did. Like there's success and there's loss at the same time. And that's why you're so like worn down, even though you have successfully defended your castle and like moved into this space of like, okay, now I can kind of step back and rest. Ooh, Capricorn has shown up in your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Okay, the Devil card is here, and it is saying we have to take a look at these unhealthy attachments. And it may be an attachment to a person. Let's give one more for this to see what else is going on with this Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's a third party situation going on here, and it may have been work. It may have been work because it's Pentacles. So you may have been like overworking yourself. I mean, if we're looking at a Nine of Wands, that's definitely giving overworking yourself and this unhealthy attachment to that. And like now that things have shifted and like now that you're like chasing so hard after your next step, that you're thinking about how you did things in the past and how like worn down it made you, even though it was successful. And you're like, I have to kind of redo this. I have to take a look at why it is that I'm attaching myself to this position or these people or this lifestyle in such a way that like I get worn out in this, and I need to go back to, like it's saying the High Priestess, you need to go back to like yourself. You need to go within. You need to look at really what is it why did you get involved in this in the first place? What was your purpose in that? Why were you doing that? And when you do this, when you release from that, that brings you this happiness. It brings you happiness. It brings you joy. It brings you more long-term happiness and joy. It just puts you overall in a better space. Now, this is Nine of Cups, can be a little like superficial happiness, but Ten of Cups coming right after it. It's leading you there. Like you may not fully be where you want to be yet, but it's leading you there. And it's saying that like slow down a little bit and enjoy what you have achieved. Yeah. Because it's like, even with that, there's still some conflict going on. Even with this, maybe that's why it's not the full happiness. It's not the full Ten of Cups yet, because there's still this conflict going on. There is something going on here with this Wands. Let me pull for like, what's going on with the Wands? Because it's just weird. Oh, the World. And Hangman. There's really like long-term goals that you want, that you are very clear on now, and that you know what they are. You no longer feel stuck about that. You don't feel trapped. Like all these Wands energy, you don't feel trapped at all, especially when it comes to communicating and putting it out there what you want. And anything where it's like, okay, somebody is pushing back on this. You know, there's a little bit of like pushback. There's some tension. There's some growth. There's some like a lot of excited energy around this. And you were just very much giving, I am not stopping. Now, slow down to enjoy yourself. And maybe the Nine of Wands is like some hiccups or some like loss of passion. And then like Five of Wands is saying that the competition, the friendly competition around it is like pushing you to keep going for it. But like this Wands is leading you towards the world. It's leading you towards this bigger goal. It's leading you towards the fulfillment of the Seven of Cups. Instead of them being fantasies, they're real. And I think it's not necessarily in here, but I think if you heal a bit and you really think about why it is that like you feel, why you experience the disappointment and the sadness from what didn't work out and from what like didn't move forward, processing that and releasing that so that you can enjoy like this thing that did work out, even though it was a lot of hard work, even though there may have been I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here that's giving that like there were either people who were maybe not super supportive or were in the way or were just like, what about me? What about me? While you're trying to work, while you're trying to achieve this thing, while you're trying to achieve your long-term goals. And it was just kind of like, there's a purpose behind all of this. There's a meaning behind all of this. And although, yes, you are moving forward, that like, I think there's a little bit, and maybe that's what some of this double energy is about, that there may be a little bit that like you like kind of that tension and that disagreeable energy that kind of pushes you to prove that you're right or prove you can do it and stuff like that. Like, and maybe there's some of that to work on to kind of let go of, but like know that like you're moving in that direction that you need to. Just keep going. There may be some hiccups along the way, but like your overall outcome will be really positive. It will be really happy. It will be really joyous. So that is going to be it for my Virgos. So happy new moon, Capricorn. Your recommendation, if you're trying to get to this 9 of Cups and it's not happening there yet, you need to go do, I'm going to say this and you're not going to like it, you need to go take a little break, or you need to tell the people who are all up in your messages and stuff, trying to tell you what you need to be doing or giving you their opinions or this and the other, that you kind of need to be doing your own thing and you need to be putting do not disturb on your calendar after a certain time frame and not answering those messages so that you can actually be in 9 of Cups energy. Okay, Virgos, that is what the new moon in Capricorn is trying to teach you. So let's get into our next sign, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. How are you doing? Happy new moon in Capricorn. This is going to be energy that's probably not the most super comfortable for you. It's Saturn. It's Capricorn Earth. It's cardinal Earth energy, and it's just very like, there's a part of it that you totally understand because of the kind of sea goat aspect and the tapping into the unconscious and the depths of people to know what heights need to be reached and like how to fix systems and stuff like that. But then it's like when it comes down to the, okay, now let's get going, where you're like, ooh, no, I was very happy, floating and dreaming. So there's a little bit of like adjustment that can come sometimes that's needed with cardinal energy and cardinal earth energy for you. As mutable water, you just want to flow a lot more, and they're not necessarily the best at flowing, but they're not as bad as, say, fixed earth. They're very excited about like the new ideas and the new things that you can see and that you can envision for society, and they're very happy to get started putting some of those things into work. It's that part though that can sometimes make you be like, oh no, like I want to go back to the water. So, but let's see what the energy says for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. 5 of Swords and Tower card. Okay, so if there have been some issues with folks not showing up and not being trustworthy, that energy is being corrected, is being turned on its head. You are going to be finding trust again in things, and there's a Tower moment that will come from it. So let's see what that is all about for you. All right, moving into some leadership roles. Either offering advice, getting advice, stepping into teaching, stepping into guidance. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. You're doing well financially. You're feeling much more secure. You're really like focusing on like your physical and material well-being. So taking care of your home, taking care of your body, like those New Year intentions. Ooh, and you are setting some really good boundaries. I love that for you. I'm going to put this under here because of the fact that it came out when I was talking about the Queen of Swords, and you're going in and now you're making some offerings. I think you're just making new connections and you're really like leaning into that. All right, let's get clarified for the 3 of Pentacles. Maybe this was the person who ended up like, there's the trust issues that needed to be addressed and resolved. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, thank you. So it's like they're taking a long time. Ooh, okay, no, new passion project and travel. Yeah, you're stepping into a leadership role. You may be, you're stepping into a new leadership role, or you are seeking guidance from others and they are helping you with a new passion project or in a new relationship where there's a lot of physical attraction, or you're just like very hype about this. It's very arousing for you. It makes you want to get up out of the bed in the morning and like go and work on this thing. And there could be travel involved here. And what I love about the Two of Wands is that it's very like recognizing that the world that you were living in is kind of small. It's like, oh dang, like it's fitting in the palm of my hands. What else is there? I want to explore. I want to expand. So either you are offering advice about others and like leading people on this journey to expansion and to exploration, to going beyond where they are, or you are the person who is doing that and you are the person who is like, your world is getting bigger. Queen of Pentacles. And I love this for you. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some Eight of Swords energy here. So although you may be feeling very much like, all right, I'm doing what I should be doing, I'm in the space I need to be in, I'm like really focusing on my health and my material security, like I'm really looking at like, what does my world look like around me? There's a little bit of, this is interesting. You may be a little bit in your head too much. So you need to get out of your head and you need to get into your soul, into your unconscious, to clear them out, to actually like get to the gold within the shadow, Queen of Pentacles, to actually plant your feet. And it seems kind of counterintuitive to say that like to plant your feet is going to be going into the depths of your, like, yeah, King of Cups. I'm sorry, I pulled a third one for this one. Shadow work, exploration of your like deepest desires. Like I was saying, it might seem counterintuitive to say that to plant your feet in the ground, to get that grounded energy, to find the depths and the gold and the things like that, you actually need to get deeper into the waters of things, deeper into the psychological, unconscious sides of things. But like as Pisces, that like I was just talking about with the Capricorn and all of that, like that is your thing. That is how you ground. That is how you get this financial security and get yourself back on track. It's getting out of your head, getting into your soul, getting into the depths of like your emotions and like mastering those, finding ways to understand them and to be not ruled by your emotions, but to rule through your emotions, right? To use them as a guide and to use them as a superpower, a strength. That's what brings you this Queen of Pentacles energy. So get out of your head. And then we get a Queen of Swords. So setting those boundaries. So if there is someone, this third party or something like that, but just like this clarity, especially around like whoever was showing up is like untrustworthy. Like as you set boundaries, as you ground into yourself, as you get in touch and master your emotions and like really get on top of that, it makes it so that you feel more comfortable making new offers, connecting with new people, accepting new offers, chasing after those heart's desires. As that Knight of Cups. Even though this may not be the most well thought out, but hopefully with a Queen of Cups it is. Ooh, yes. We got a Nine of Cups and a Page of Pentacles. There's a new money opportunity. It's just a new financial investment. It's either you offering this to someone else or you accepting this cup from someone else who's very excited to like offer you this, and you're feeling pretty good about it. You're feeling like, yep, I'm on top of this. I feel much better mentally now that I've gotten in touch and on top of my emotional stability and my financial and health stability. Ooh, your outcome is the Five of Wands. All right, so that is creative tension. That is friendly competition. That is the fires are going. Let's see what that's about. Okay, it may be about this new offer that came in and your acceptance of it. I don't know. That feels pretty happy to me. Oh, yeah. It's about this new offer. It's about this new connection. So it's either something that like you are super hyped for, because we go from an Ace of Wands to a Two of Wands to a Five of Wands, and it's pushing you outside of your comfort zone a little bit. It's pushing you into communication and contact with maybe individuals you wouldn't have necessarily have been in contact with, but like your cup is overflowing. You're into it. You're into it. I think the revelation may be around, let's see what this last one is. Two of Cups, Two of Swords. So there's a decision that needs to be made. You're a little torn about things. Like you got a Two of Cups, so it seems like you take the offer and your cup is overflowing, but then it's like I have to make a choice. Let's see about the, oh goodness, I'm not taking those. We're almost done. I just want to see what this choice is. Two of Swords. What's going on with the Two of Swords? Good. We're doing good on time for you. Okay. Because you want to end the stress. Yeah, whatever was going on here in this situation, you haven't encountered, this is the wild part, you haven't encountered any of this like issues until you got to the very end, until you moved on and accepted this new thing. When you accepted this new thing, it was like, it like activated whatever was happening before, where you like gained these mistrust issues, where you gained these, where this experience happened, where people were not honest with you, were not upfront with you, made you guarded, like you put your guard down, and like it brought in this tower moment. And I think this tower moment is like, can I move forward? Can I accept this new cup and be fulfilled and be happy? Like, can I understand that my emotions are my superpower, that when I use my emotions and tap into them, and then use my feelings and tap into my physical, like how my body feels, and then I go and I say, okay, what is the most logical choice based off of how I feel emotionally and how I feel physically, how like my body is reacting to this choice? What is the best choice for me to make after that? What's the next move for me to make? It switches over your whole entire way of approaching things. And I think that the conflict that's happening here is there's a conflict between like trusting this next new step, moving forward and accepting these cups and saying like, okay, let's go, because you're like, is this really it? Like, is this really the end? Or am I just putting myself back into another situation where like months from now, years from now, something like that, I'm going to be here hurt again, not trusting people, suspicious, like people talking about me behind my back, people being all up in my business and stuff. It's really like that conflict. It feels like it's more of a, I think there's two parts, like I said, which is why it's a Two of Swords. There's the, I want to get out of this stressful situation. Is this going to actually do it? Is this it? And also the, like, I'm so excited and so like wanting to move forward with this. And it's like, okay, do I do it? Do I trust? Do I move forward and like go for it? Or am I cautious? And do I like, maybe back down or approach this in a different way? I say you have to go through the process. I think you need to really go through the process of tapping into doing the shadow work, tapping into your emotions, tapping into your subconscious, seeing what your emotions are telling you, and then using that to figure out like how you physically feel. Is it good for your health? Is it good for your money? Is it good for your home? Is it good for your like financial stability? And then making that choice about what it is you decide to do and how you decide to move forward with it. Because if you do all of that, it will frame things so that this question answers itself. Okay, this question answers itself, and you know whether this is like the space to be in, even if there is a little conflict, even if there is a little fiery response to you taking this new opportunity up. You know that you made the right choice, and you don't have to feel stressed about it. Okay? All right, so that's going to be it for my Pisces. I hope you have a wonderful new moon in Capricorn. And we're going to finish out with my lovely Libras. Hello, Libra. I am noting what time we're starting your reading. We're going to do some... But who knows? Your reading, Libra, might be so clear-cut that like I don't even need to take a long time to finish it up. So we'll just see. We'll see. All right. New moon in Capricorn for the sign of Libras. What is this new moon bringing to them? Okay, let's see. Libras. So this is going to be square to your sun sign or your rising or whatever you have that's in Libra that brought you to a Libra reading, or the person that you care about has stuff in Libra that brought you to the Libra reading. So square energy is always tension. It's pulling you. It's saying, hey, like, yes, we move the same because we're cardinal energies. We're the starters of the season, but we're earth and you're air. I have this whole kind of though obsession with air and earth, and how like often in mythology, the first two that came together were earth and air. And so to me, I'm like, this idea that earth and air don't work together or like are not compatible is very incorrect. I mean, it's Inanna, queen of heaven and earth. It's Zeus, ruler over heaven and earth. Like they're intricately and innately connected. So I think it's more about figuring out that connection. and how to work with it than it is about this uncomfortable tension. I think that the tension actually pulls you closer and clears your mind than it does pulls you apart. So maybe that's just a different way to think about earth and air, and to not have as much apprehension when it comes to earth signs and earth energy, and particularly cardinal air. So let's get into Libra's new moon in Capricorn. Okay, this is it. Ace of Swords, literally. A new way of thinking about things. A new thought, a new class, a new school. You might be starting school. You might just be changing your philosophy. We'll see what's going on. Ooh, you experience victory. I think it's changing the way you're thinking about things. You're experiencing victory. I'm here for it, Libras. You have a choice to make about a job or monies. It's not a bad one. You're feeling good about things. You just are weighing your options, juggling your options. Do you stay where you've been? Do you take a chance? Do you get out into the water? Do something a little bit different? Ooh, this is such a nice reading. And happiness, fun, joy, celebration. Let's get your clarifier so we can see what's going on beneath this. All right, what did you get victory for? All right, you chased after your dreams. You took a chance, like you're going after your passions, and it's working out. Or you started a new relationship, one where there was a lot of like fun sex stuff, and it's been really great. But either way, this was a new beginning. This was your new beginning, and you're feeling very victorious. Like it's a new cycle, which we love. It's a new year. According to the Gregorian calendar, it's a new year. Like you're just feeling really good. Like, okay, I can do this. I can make my dreams happen. I can make this happen. Okay, Page of Wands. Okay, you though want to venture out. You want to do a little bit different. I think you want to make the choice about what you're going to do next when it comes to money, and you want to take the fun route. And not fun as in like it's not serious, but fun as in like you're not in the space you're in anymore. You are really excited about this new thing. You are maybe moving and traveling. All of the Page of Wands I think are fascinating because there's always land and sea involved, which is really like pushing you to like see new sights. So you're juggling this idea between going after maybe a new passion project. I love you, but my goodness. Maybe starting a new school, taking new classes, starting a new career, resting and needing to think about it, sit through it, and then like moving forward, like which option do I take? Like even with that, you're still like, I don't know which option to take, but I am beginning to feel like my reality right now is small. Like I need to expand. I need to go out further. I need to do more. I think whatever choice you should make should be based upon the one that, yes, makes you feel excited and makes you feel enthused, but I think also the one that lets you explore a little bit. I think you've made some really wise, your foot was on the ground. I think you've made some really wise practical decisions in the past, and maybe now it's time for you to like take that chance. It's a new cycle. Things worked out in the end with your previous cycle, and like you're feeling good about this new one. Maybe it's time to take a chance. Maybe it's time to like explore a little bit. Either way though, you're feeling good. You're celebrating. You're spending time with loved ones. You're just like in a happier space. Ooh, lots of threes. Go have fun. Go have fun. Three of Pentacles. You know, you may be seeking some assistance. You maybe have moved into like a teaching or a leadership role. You're not stressed anymore. Like it's the end of the stress. So like choosing to either seek advice or partnership, like financial partnership, or I feel like you're going back to school. I feel like you're going back to school, or you're a teacher now at school. Like you're doing something that's instruction wise. Like it's really just giving like money and education, money and leadership. So maybe you moved into a leadership role, but either way, like it brings you a lot of happiness, and it's like an end of this stressful situation that might have been going on before that like leads you to need an Ace of Swords. So your outcome card is a 4 of Cups. So there's a new opportunity. So we go from 3 to 4. Ooh, with a King of Wands. Like you're either the King of Wands. Maybe you snatch up all these wands and you go like, you're just like, yep, I'm confident, I'm self-assured, like I'm in this leadership role. Maybe it doesn't give you as much freedom as you wanted, but you're like, it's fine because I want this. Like I want to be in this position of power. Oof, y'all, I cannot even. And it's the world. This new opportunity comes in and you're like, dang, this could be it. Like this could really be it. You are looking though at those 3 cups down there. So look up, y'all. I love you, Libras. Look up. Look up. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for you. It's literally like snatch it up and go. Snatch it up. I love this. 2 of Wands with the King of Wands and then the World card. It's literally like the manifestation of you grabbing this, taking this opportunity, taking this leadership role and seeing that like instead of the world being smaller in your hands, now the world is yours. Like that is it. That is it. So like take the offer. Take the offer. Leave the past behind. Leave the past behind. Leave whatever like new cycle and the things you had to overcome, because to be victorious over something means that you had to overcome something. There was opposition going on and you had to get past it. You got past it. Accept it. Move on. Love yourself. Like I'm so here for it. Okay, so that's going to be it for my Libras. This is such a great reading for you. Take these next steps. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Explore. Try out new things. Apply for different jobs. If someone offers you a job that involves traveling and involves exploration, if you want to go to a school or you want to sign up for a new class or you start teaching somewhere and like travel is involved or a move is involved or it's like something you've always wanted, go for it. It will work out, okay? It might take a little while because it's Capricorn energy, but Capricorn energy is Saturn energy, and Saturn energy says that if you put in the work, if you put in the discipline, it will work out. Saturn is exalted in the sign of Libra. It is saying, Libras, be disciplined, be devoted, like sign up and go for it, and you will get it. You will get it, and it will be great, and it'll be everything you want, and you can let go of the disappointments, the past, and everything like that. Maybe the 3 friends who didn't support you, or the people who didn't, whatever. Like you got victory, you won, and enjoy. Like take the prize, okay? All right, I love you, Libras. That's gonna be it. I am debating. Should I do an oracle card pull for every sign? Maybe I'll do a separate video, or maybe I'll do some shorts for that. That would be nice, huh? Maybe I'll do shorts, okay? So that's going to be it, and we will return to our regularly scheduled program tomorrow for the Leos. Leos relationships will go up tomorrow, and then we will have, I think that's it for, no, Cancers. Then we'll have Cancers relationship video on Monday, and then we'll get started on our next one, which is going to be about monies. We love the monies. We're going to look at our monies starting on Tuesday. So I'll see y'all later. I love you. Hit the subscribe button. Comment down below what you're looking forward to for this new moon in Capricorn, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.